feel there is. Until the time, 2:55.
Good morning, sir. Professor Reddy.
Very good afternoon, Mandalji. How are you?
Good afternoon, sir. We are fine. Sir, are you okay, sir?
Fine. Okay. Actually, this was in the mail. I just verified. Meanwhile, I think Rajshekar also sent me the mail. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm there.
Yes. Just will be, sir, waiting for maybe 5-10 minutes.
Yeah. Still 5 minutes there. No problem. How is bonus Katek?
Yes, sir. Okay. Very salary, but it's okay.
Namaste, Reddy sir.
Namaste. How are you?
Hi.
So Katek might be hot. What is the temperature there?
Very hot, sir. Very hot and sultry.
39 के आसपास रहता है.
Okay, 39 and sheltery, because in coast you will have that definitely. Our coasts are sheltery. But here the temperature is sometime 42, 43. In some places it is even 45. Andhra Pradesh. So,
Namaskar, sir.
Namaste.
Bonner, sir.
Fine, Shekhar. Thank you, ma. Bhavnanu.
So he was our teacher during 1987 to 91. Two courses he had took us, sir. Engineering, Babatla.
I am so fortunate to have my students everywhere doing very well in different fields. One is Rajshekar. Your batch is 87 batch, na?
87 batch, sir.
Yeah, I am more connected with 87 batch. Satya is your Satyanarayana is your batch, na? Satyanarayana?
Satyanarayana is our batch, sir.
Yeah, all these, okay. Definitely, I am more connected with your batch, 87, 88. In fact, I had a very nice time with all of you. So as a teacher, that is advantage.
Yes.
You have people at different fields. This is really good.
Good afternoon, everyone. Madam, can we start today's program?
Madam may not be available now. We can wait for 5 minutes.
Okay, okay, sir.
डॉक्टर रथ, डॉक्टर रेड्डी तो ज्वाइन किए हैं
हाँ
और थोड़ा 5 मिनट वेट करें.
हाँ
Yes, ma'am. Just 5 minutes. Then we will start.
ठीक.
नमस्कार मैडम.
नमस्कार. डॉक्टर रेड्डी, गुड आफ्टरनून. नमस्ते.
Namaste, Ji. Namaste. Very happy
How
to
are
see
you?
you. Fine, ma'am.
Okay.
Madam, can we start?
Yeah, I think we should start. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, madam.
Thank
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected Dr. Padmi Swain, Director, NRRI. Today's chief guest and guest speaker, Dr. K.Y. Reddy, Dean ANGRAU, all heads of divisions from NRI Cuttack, all the scientists, researchers from NRI as well as from ANGRAU and other universities and other research stations. all research scholars. So welcome you all for today's special talk on smart agricultural water management, best practices, policy framework, and way forward by our guest speaker, Dr. K.Y. Reddy. So without wasting much time, I would like to invite Dr. P.C. Rath, Head Crop Protection Division, NRI, to briefly tell our audience about the this lecture series which we are conducting in Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav and about this program. So Dr. Rath, please.
Thank you, Dr. Rahul. Good afternoon, Dr. K.Y. Reddy and all dignitaries. I take this opportunity to extend a warm welcome to Dr. K.Y. Reddy, Dean Faculty of Agriculture Engineering and Technology, ANGRAU, albeit in virtual mode on the occasion of a special talk series to celebrate 75 years of India's independence. I welcome our Director, Dr. Padmin Swain, to preside the virtual function. Hearty welcome to all the dignitaries of ICAR headquarters and other ICAR institute, head of divisions, scientists of ICAR NRI, and all staff. Welcome to one and all to this virtual function. Madam, this is the 8th lecture in this series of special talks to celebrate 75 years of independence, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. The first talk was delivered by Dr. P. Chandrasekhar, Director General, Manage, Hyderabad, on Agripreneurship-led extension on 18th August 2021. The second lecture was delivered by Professor Robert Henry of the University of Queensland, Australia, on genomics of wild and domesticated rice on 7th September 2021. The third lecture was delivered by Professor Yanong Yang of Pennsylvania State University, USA, on CRISPR-Cas-enabled crop precision breeding and disease diagnostic on 7th December 2021. The fourth lecture was delivered by Professor Detlef Wenger of Max Planck Institute for Biology, Germany, delivered on a mutation is a mutation is a mutation on 28th January 2022. The fifth lecture was delivered by Dr. O.N. Singh, Vice Chancellor, Birsa Agricultural University, on 15th February 2022 on intellectual property rights retrospective and perspectives. The sixth lecture was delivered by Dr. Caroli T. Bull, Department Head, Plant Pathology and Environmental Microbiology, and Director, Penn State Microbe Center, Pennsylvania State University, USA, on translational taxonomy from microbes to microbiomes on 8th March 2022. And the seventh lecture was delivered by Dr. Jonathan D.G. Jones, Group Leader, the Sainsbury Laboratory, UK, on dissecting and deploying a plant immunoreceptor mechanism for crop protection on 29th March 2022. And this is the 8th lecture, and Professor Yella Reddy has kindly accepted our invitation to deliver this 8th lecture on smart agricultural water management, best practices, policy framework, and way forward. So I welcome you all again to enjoy this special talk by Professor Reddy. Dr. Rahul, please. Next page.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Those who are working in water management issues, Dr. Reddy is well known to them. But as a custom, we have to introduce the guest speaker to our audience. So for that, I would like to invite Dr. Sudhama Mandal to please introduce our guest speaker to our audience. Dr. Mandal, please.
Thank you, Dr. Rahul. Good afternoon, everybody. It's my pleasure to introduce our special guest, Dr. Kalubhai Yella Reddy to the August virtual gathering this afternoon. Dr. K.Y. Reddy obtained his BTech Agricultural Engineering from Dr. Punjab Rao Deshmukh Krishi Vidyapith, Akola. Then he proceeded to obtain his master's and PhD degrees from Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, and a postgraduate diploma from University of Arizona, USA. Currently, Dr. Reddy is the Dean, Faculty of Agricultural Engineering and Technology of Acharya N.G. Ranga Agricultural University, Andhra Pradesh. Dr. Reddy is Vice President of International Commission on Irrigation and Drainage, ICID. He has more than 35 years of experience in teaching, research, project management, and administration. A notable among them are, as principal investigator, Dr. Reddy developed solar-powered micro-irrigation system in 2002 with financial support from Government of India. Dr. K.Y. Reddy was project manager of a very successful $3.5 million Andhra Pradesh water management project funded by Food and Agriculture Organization. He was technical advisor to a $570 million Andhra Pradesh micro irrigation project that he strengthened and supported in achieving 1.1 million hectare under MI micro irrigation systems in 10 years. He was director of Water and Land Management Training and Research Institute, Hyderabad during 2012 to 2018. He contributed tremendously for the growth of the institute as one of the finest in this country. Dr. Reddy organized over 25 national and international conferences and workshops and published over 120 scientific papers in international and national journals. Dr. Reddy got approval of International Executive Committee of International Commission on Irrigation and Drainage, ICID, for hosting ICID Congress in Vizag in India in 2023. This event was last held in India in 1966. He was associated with many international organizations, among them Wageningen, UNR of Netherlands, Food and Agriculture Organization FAO of the UN, ICEWAM of Australia, NIBIO of Norway, then International Water Management Institute of CGIAR, and MS Swaminathan Research Foundation of Chennai for research collaborations. Coming to awards, honors, and recognitions, Dr. Reddy has been bestowed with. I'll just mention a few among them, among many. He was elected as Vice President of ICID, International Commission for Irrigation and Drainage, in the 68th International Executive Committee meeting held in Mexico City in October 2017. He received International Commission on Irrigation and Drainage, ICID, What Saved Award in the 20th Congress of ICID held in Lahore in 2008. He contributed for obtaining World Heritage Irrigation Structures, WHIS awards, for 10 projects in India, 2 in 2018, 4 in 2020, 4 in 2021. He was also awarded with Jain INCID Krishi Sinchai Vikas Puraskar in 2015. Bharat Ratna Sar Maksagundam Viswesvaraya Award in 2012. Agricultural Engineering Division Prize and IEI President's Medal in 2009. Jain Irrigation Award in 2008. Meritorious Teacher Award by Acharya N.G. Ranga Agricultural University in 2006. Engineer of the Year Award in 2005. Best Chapter Award of Indian Society of Agricultural Engineering in 2004. FAO Fellowship in 2000. Chartered Engineer India of Institution of Engineers India in 1991, Fellow Institution of Engineers India, Fellow Indian Society of Agricultural Engineers, and Honorary Secretary, Institution of Engineers, Hyderabad from 2012 to 2016. So with this, I thank you all. Over to Dr. Rahul Tripathi.
Thank you, sir, for introducing our guest speaker. Indeed, a very long list of achievements. So, without making you all wait further, I would like to request our today's guest speaker, Dr. Reddy, to present his talk. Sir.
Thank you, Dr. Ruth. Thank you, Mandalji, for such a very lengthy introduction. It is not really required. I just you could have edited a little bit. Anyway, I thank Madam Stein and Rajshekhar, everyone there who asked me to be here this day to make a presentation. I am not giving a lecture. I want to just share certain issues with you. Okay, I'm not going to teach anything, please. It's not a lecture I call. I just whatever I know and how can we connect a little with the water management based on today's requirements and future needs. What is in store for us? That's what I would like to just talk to you and connect all of you about these things. I just like to share my screen with you, please. The screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the title, what is Smart Agriculture Water Management, Best Practices, Policy Framework and Way Forward. This is based on my experience at different places, what we have enlisted in the university. I worked in the university and also AP Micro Irrigation Project and also Valamtari and some international collaborations and also in ICID. Based on all my experience, I'm going to share you certain important points based on what is today's need. First of all, the water is essential for everything in life. There is nothing is possible without water. In fact, we have sustainable developmental goals. Okay, if you see that sustainable development goals, if you set them in a circular pattern, okay, in this order, if you rearrange, the most important is the clean water and sanitation. The central part 6 indicates that is the top priority. UN also assures every citizen having enough potable water. That is the right to water, fundamental thing for anyone. The government is supposed to do. Then only comes agriculture, etc. So then all the other, the next central ring, if you see that all that ring again very closely, it is related to water. Okay, so health, industries, okay, sustainable development, cities development, climate action, and then decent work and economic growth, and life below water, life on land, and no poverty, zero hunger. These are all again very closely related to water. For all these areas, water is a must, okay? And any goal, anything in the life is not possible without water. So that is the importance of water. That's why we have to pay more attention is because we are spending a lot of water for agriculture. Okay, the first priority is the drinking water. Even today, there are many people not having access to the safe water. That is also priority for the governments. And then comes our agriculture. So in future, the water is going to be more scarce. That is one thing we should know. And I'm sure that all of you are aware. It is not nothing I am telling you new. But how it is going to be more scarce, the amount of water available on this planet Earth is constant. Nobody can create a single drop. Only we can transform water from one phase to the other phase. And the amount of water available in this hydraulic cycle is a constant. Entire water, if you see, it's same. Moving from place to place, or due to some reasons it is shifting. The place is also getting affected due to the climate change, today global warming, all that. The hydraulic cycle is getting affected. But if you see the total amount of water available on the planet Earth, what is the amount of water we can use is only 1% directly. Okay, I cannot go into the much details because time is limited again. In 1995, if you see, the world population was 5.7 billion. At that time, 92% of the people in the world has no problem with water. But 2050, when the population is projected 9.4 billion, and I think it is going to be beyond that. So 58% of the world population will not have any issue with water, but remaining 42% of the people in the world are going to suffer in different levels of not having access to the water. Okay, 24% will feel stress, and 18% of the world population is going to face the scarcity. Scarcity means the physical scarcity. So only 3% of the people in 1995, they were feeling, but when it comes to 2050, 18% of the world population is going to experience this. Largely, India is going to fall in this range, stress and scarcity. Okay. Today, our population is increasing and the amount of water available is limited. So India is already experiencing the water stress and it is going to increase. So let us see, can we do something more? Now, water for food is important. Okay, we know today a lot of water potential we created in every country. We have the water resources potential created. If you see country, world as a whole, more than 70% of the water potential created is going for agriculture. And if you see Indian context, it's 85+%, and Europe it is less comparatively. And South Asian countries, the amount of water, many countries is 85 to 90% we are spending. And the demands for water increasing. If you see this particular the graph on the top of right hand side, so in 100 years, the amount of water, how the demands have increased. If you see that in 20th century, the world population has increased 3 times. From 1900 to 2000, the world population has increased 3 times, but whereas the water usage has increased 6 times. So from here, the water demand gone 6 times. This happens, the demands for water is increasing much faster than the population growth. Why? Because now we are inventing new goods, new services day after day, and this growth largely happened after World War. Due to World War, a lot of new interventions, innovations have come. New services, new goods, all that came into the market of the World War, Industrial Revolution. Now that's why the demands for water for agriculture sector has gone up. Now we are in 21st century and we are now 2022. Now this is exponential growth. Now if I extend this further, it is going beyond many people's imagination. So why everybody need water for different services, and income levels of the people are increasing, and then you are accessing more goods and more services and they need water. So that's why we are going to experience water scarcity in future more in India. The reason is that per capita availability is reducing because increasing the population. So this again, FAO also projected the amount of water required for food by 2050. Okay, what was the food water requirement for food by 2002? It was the thing. By 2002 to by 2050, it is almost doubling. The water requirement is projected for the entire world, and many countries now they are worried that that much water they cannot allocate for agriculture. So now, friends, we have to find out better management practices. How can we save water, avoid wastage, and meet other demands with the savings? And the climate change, one thing we cannot avoid now because that's happening, global temperature increasing. You know, a lot of studies, a lot of institutions are working on this, a lot of model development. We have international guidelines also. But what is happening? This to climate change, global warming, the hydraulic cycle is affecting. The hydraulic, the cycle which carries water from different, from place to place. The hydraulic cycle is the one which governs the hydrology of the any place. Now that is getting affected because the increase in the temperature. Okay, more evaporation takes place from the water bodies in some places, and then now it goes and precipitation happening at different places like that is happening. That's why we are getting unexpected, okay, never seen floods now happening. Okay, which are supposed to happen once in 1,000 years, are seen last 10 years in the world. The California drought, which is frequencies that can happen once in 1,000 years. Such droughts are experienced in California. There is ration for the water use in California. Okay, we have seen the floods in Europe, floods in China, floods in many countries happening when we never imagined that magnitude floods. This all because of the climate change, and this is also we have to address now. How can we address this one at agricultural water management level? Also very important. When it comes to India, we have a different kind of problems. Because when you see the amount of water available to this country, it is 4% of the world water. We have 2.5% of the world geographical area, but 18% of the world population lives in this country. Okay, 17% of the world cattle also lives in this country. We are surviving 18% of the world population, 17% world cattle, living on just 2.5% of world land, and 4% of the water. It is a really unimaginable issue. Okay, with such a minimum resource, this country is supporting 18% of the world population. Our farmers are producing more, and that is now from poverty, from hunger. We have now sufficiency, self-sufficiency, and we are exporting also. That is the contribution from different scientists. Okay, that green revolution, now it's becoming evergreen, but they are producing, but sometimes they are not getting profit. That is also a big issue for us. How to improve their economy is important. Now, when it comes to the amount of water available, okay, for us it is we stand with the 2085 kilometer cube of annually replenishable water. We stand in the world 7th position. Only 6 countries have more water than India. That is Canada, Brazil, America, China, Indonesia, and Bangladesh. These are the only 7 countries having more water than India in terms of volume. But per capita wise, when it comes, India stands 133rd position. The people in 132 countries per capita wise have more water than an Indian. So my friends, whatever the progress we are making in this country, the population growth, which is going beyond limits. Okay, we will be crossing China's population very soon. China has declared they cannot compete with India, and we will be the #1 very soon. So, but how much problems we are creating with increased population, that we have to understand. Okay, whatever the way we have to educate people, that is very important. Then the per capita availability of water, how it is decreasing. So in 2001, 1820 cubic meters of water per person per year was available in this country. But by 2050, it is around 40 cubic meters per person per year. How much of water we need per person per year to meet all the requirements? The UN, World Water Council, World Water Forums have estimated that we need 1700 cubic meters of water per person per year in a country to meet all the requirements. That comes 4650 liters of water we need to meet all our requirements. What directly we see is only potable municipal water. Maybe in some places the municipality will supply 100 liters per person, maybe some 150 liters optimum demand. Okay, 150 liters per person is supplied in a municipality. That is enough for a community to survive and meet all the domestic requirements. But if you see your food, other things, all that takes water. To meet that all other requirements, we need 4650 liters per person per day. But it is going to, by 2000, already we don't have that much water. 4650 is required. By 2050, it is 3120 liters per person per day is available in this country. Now we are having about 4000 liters today. Okay, maybe 4000, a little less than that, maybe 3800 something we have per person. That is going to be 3000. That's why we are already water stressed, and we have a lot of issues in future. Okay, and now to cope with this reduced water availability and increased population growth, we have also now targets set. By 2050, it is expected 450 million tons of food is required in this country from present 320 million tons, and that means every year minimum 2 to 3% growth should be there, and overall improvement in the water use in the country is required. So today at many places the water use efficiency is very low, and there is not proper care at many places. Government and all the organizations, everybody is putting effort to improve the efficiency by 20%. That means, suppose if today somebody is doing work by taking 100 units of water, he can do that work with 80 units. That is what is 20% increase in the efficiency. Otherwise, the same 100 units of water do 20% more work. So similarly, in our offices, in our home also, if you are using that much water, reduce 20%. You are increasing the efficiency by 20% that way. Now, India, we have a lot of irrigation potential created. A lot of projects are built. And any project built, the overall efficiency of the project, that means storage, okay, conveyance, application, distribution, all put together, and there should be overall efficiency of 60 to 65%. If 100 units of water is coming to your reservoir, at least at farm level, effectively 60 to 65 units shall be used. But today, so based on a lot of studies we made, and as part of our voluntary initiative also we did, the overall efficiency in the country is about 40%. Means there is scope to increase that to 60 to 65% already in number of irrigation projects. So there are many issues for that we are not able to do. Why where we have to work largely is that when the water is there in the reservoir, okay, that enters into the distribution network. It comes to the main canals, branch canals, distributory, miners, field channels, and finally it goes to the field. When the water travels from the source to the field, there will be losses. Losses due to evaporation, losses to percolation, seepage, all that happens. So the maximum losses where it happens, it is not in the main canal. The arrow showing down here, losses tells it the losses are less in the main canal. The thickness of the arrow is the magnitude of the loss. As you travel towards the field, the thickness is increasing. The losses are in the field channels and in our farm level. So here we have to put more effort. On-farm water management is the issue. Farm level water management is the area where we have to improve a lot, this area. But unfortunately, in any modern nation in the country, because a lot of effort is invested in the main canals, branches, distributaries. Because here you are not interacting with the people. You are not engaged with the farmers. So here the big contractors, the big politicians, big money will be there. So a lot of money is spent here. If you travel down, you have to have a lot of people interaction. You have to farmers, you have to engage. You have to have the distribution network and water regulation has to be followed. A measurement is required and scheduling, all that you have to do here. So the command area development authorities have to take more care here to improve the efficiency. That's what is our observation. And the reasons for lower efficiency in the irrigation projects are many, because we conducted studies of 30 projects. CWC Central Water Commission has conducted largely these projects from Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. And when I was director, also we have studied 10 more projects. The major reasons for low efficiency: damaged structures. Okay, structures many places are damaged. The asset management is very poor. Okay, that's one important observation. We build the projects, but regular uptake, this one care is not there. That operation and maintenance is sometimes poor there, and there will be siltation in the canals which are not properly maintained. CPA is over irrigation. The farmers are not properly trained. They are not connected. And we design the system for one crop. In the ground, if you go, there will be different crops. There are many reasons for that. So these are the common recommendations also we presented. And we last time when I was there, we took 10 projects both in AP and Telangana to study how they are performing. So to study, we went to each place, had a meeting with the all water reserve officials and the local people, and we understood what is the project, all the details there. Then we went to each project to study what are the issues there. Based on all this preliminary information, these are some of the projects, okay, across the 2 states we did. Then I prepared a plan. How can we do the investigation? Okay, we prepared the plan. So investigation, okay, socio-economic survey also to be conducted. Then based on that, we can understand the farmer's perspective. We have to know their how this is helping them, all that we tried. And then to do that one, the mapping is done. Then upstream side, middle and low stream, okay, left and right canals, and at different points observations are to be taken, okay, like measurement of the velocities of the water flow and the canal infrastructure, mapping, all that. Okay, everything we have done. Then we analyzed, we submitted the reports to the government of India with all the recommendations. How shall it go? My friends, so this I am very glad to share with you this national water policy. I think some of you might be aware. We have beautiful national water policy which is there since 1980s. Now it was last revised in 2012. So it speaks about the priority and water use. So first priority is the domestic supply. So then only comes your irrigation, agriculture. So that is as per the UN, okay, domestic water. Then comes we also the policies talks about climate change. Now the demand management is the criteria. It is earlier it was supply driven. Now no, we have to know the demand. According to the demand, what are the sources available, how to map that one, then you include. And one important thing is water footprints also spoken about in the policy. Water footprints, water budgeting, that is one important area. If you understand there's how much of water available, what are your needs, then you can prepare the budget very well. Okay, then your planning would be better. So this is like we spend money, reuse and recycle of water, incentivizing economic use. So this is one important thing available now. Okay, incentivizing economic use of water. Suppose somebody uses water economically. So they are likely to get some incentives. Already there are some certain things are happening, giving some subsidies, etc. Tomorrow, if somebody saves water, that water can be converted into the water credits, and that can be traded, and a monthly benefit can be transferred. This is one area available. And already, I think recently, a month ago, American Stock Exchange in water futures, future trading of water is done. People, they are selling their savings, okay, and trading that one and getting revenue. So that factor, when it comes, before that, water rights are to be created to the people. Right is so many units. And if you spend less than that, you will have some incentive. So these are certain things which are going to happen in future. And adaptation to water saving, performance monitoring, and capacity building, all that. There are a number of institutions doing, like voluntary, etc. And today we have WARIS, Water Resources Information System. With all that data, anybody can access the data of that particular river basin, river system. This is a water footprint. I said that is simply volume of water used at the national level. Generally, what happens? In India, if suppose the monsoon is good, we can go for paddy, sugarcane more. If the monsoon is if the monsoon is not good and we say that this year going to be drought, we can switch to ID crops. That way, water footprint budget we have to prepare. Like suppose if you have money, how much money? Suppose you are going for a movie, you have to plan how much money is required. Okay, movie tickets, your travel, then certain things to be eaten during the movie, and lunch or dinner, all that. So then you prepare your budget. Similarly, how much of water is required for different purpose, or whether that much water is there, all that is called as a water footprint and water budgeting. And to do that one, we should know virtual water. This concept is important. Virtual water is the amount of water that goes either directly or indirectly in producing any service or good. Okay, this is one thing, and it's going to happen in the future. Already people are working on these virtual water approaches. Now a cup of coffee, if you drink, this is my cup I daily take. This cup of coffee, it costs minimum 140 liters of water. One cup of coffee you drink, it takes 140 liters of water. That's how we calculate how much of milk goes in this, how much of coffee powder, how much of sugar. 1 liter of milk takes 1000 liters of water. To get milk, you need animal. You have to feed the animal every day, and it gives milk daily. You calculate number of liters of milk you get from that animal annually. How much of water is required to produce that feed and fodder, you calculate. So many liters of water goes in terms of its feed and fodder we produce from the field, that you have to calculate. Then this is called virtual water. Okay, you are like a coffee, sugar, a kg of sugar. Sugarcane crop is the one which takes a lot of water. 3,200 liters of water it goes. If you put 100 ml of milk in the cup of coffee, it is 100 liters. If you put 10 grams of sugar, it is 32 liters. If you put 5 grams of coffee, it is 120 liters. So that's how we have to calculate amount of water goes into different components. Now what you eat, that is important. Every day we are eating at least 3,000 liters of water average. We normally eat 3,000 liters of water in our food, because if you eat chicken, a kg of chicken takes 6,000 liters. A kg of rice takes 3,000 liters. Okay, like that we can calculate. A bread slice you eat, it takes 10 liters of water. So like that, we can know that. Then if you know these things, and if we take care of how much of water going where, then we can reduce the wastage of water and produce these communities with less water, and you can save that and do more work. That's how these concepts, I am sure that very soon, all the products that is going to be coming to the market will be labeled with virtual water. Maybe another 10 years across the globe is going to happen. This is a bread slice you eat, it takes 40 liters of water, because a kg of wheat takes 1,300 liters of water. This is particularly for rice. You might be knowing a lot of details about rice. I'm not going to tell. A kg of rice, world average is 3,000 liters. Today in India, in some delta areas, we are taking 5,000 liters. But today, there are some farmers in India also who are producing kg of rice with less than 1,500 liters. Now that how can we take these concepts to benefit those farmers producing the same kg with less water? In the virtual water form, the exports water is transferred from place to the place. Today, 15% of the water in the world is moving from one continent to one country to other country, virtually through goods and services. A plane landing in India, bringing some water from other countries. If a plane coming from India, from America, lot of goods will come with that. Some chocolates, some lot of things will come. So that all amount of water coming to India. Similarly, when the plane is leaving India, ship is leaving India, a lot of goods are taken to other countries. So our water goes out there. So this is called as virtual water trade. Today, 15% of the world water is moving like that. Out of that 15%, 67% through products of crops, 23% through livestock, meat and milk products, 10% industrial products. So no country can live on its own. They import certain goods and export certain goods. So India today exports more water than what it imports. So it is called net. That is net. You are a positive side. When your water is going more means because you have more, you are exporting more than what you are importing in terms of water. That means a positive sign. Since India has that much capacity, it is doing it. There are countries, some countries always negative. They have to import. Some Gulf countries, they have to import a lot of rice. So they cannot export. So there the water moves that side. But India is exporting. And now it is worried that after some time, India will also become net importer if we want to improve the water management at farm level. Okay, that's in our hand. How can we have that status? We all have to contribute. To understand that, Dublin principles are very important, friends. There was a conference in Ireland in 1982. This conference gave 4 principles. Dublin principles, I think that's again important thing. But I will tell one important is the valuing the water. The Dublin principles tells water is having some value. Now, how can we tell farmer the value of water? When the farmer is irrigating his field, paddy, they pay 200 rupees per acre normally in any project. Now, I asked farmer, friend, instead of paying 200 rupees per acre, can you pay volumetric basis, per liter basis? Farmers are largely, they are innocent. They said, sir, we cannot pay. Then I said, if you charge 1 paise liter, it costs 1,20,000 rupees to irrigate 1 hectare, friends. 1 hectare paddy, if you want to grow, it costs you 1,20,000 rupees for raising paddy in 1 hectare, because paddy needs 120 centimeter. Notionally, we take like it. 1 centimeter, 1 hectare centimeter means equivalent to 100 cubic meters. That is 1 lakh liters. 1 paise liter equivalent to 1,000 rupees. 120 centimeter, 120,000. Per acre, it is 48,000. Can any farmer pay? No farmer can pay. If you charge the farmer 48,000 rupees raising paddy in his acre, your rice in the market immediately jumps to 150 rupees per kg. So now we get 50 rupees a kg or 40. If you ask the farmer to pay for that water, you have to pay. Friends, again, there is misconception in many places that we tell people tell that we are giving a lot of subsidies to the farmers. No, subsidies we are transferring through farmer to the consumer. Otherwise, if we are giving all the subsidies, why the farmers will commit suicides in this country? Okay, because we are giving consumer the benefit of charging less to the water. So that's why the farmer is able to produce with less price. So, but to appreciate the value, we have to tell the farmer. 200 is nothing for the farmer. Now, why I'm telling 1 paise liter, this inlay bottle, these things, what we purchase it 10 rupees liter, half liter, or 20 rupees sometime a liter also. These people, when they pump groundwater, they have to pay 3 to 5 paise tax to the local municipality. Now, if we save 1 centimeter water in the farm, and if you give them at 3 paise, the farmer will get 3,000 rupees. Suppose the farmer instead of 120 centimeter today, possible to raise the paddy by 80 centimeter. You create right to the farmer 120 centimeter. That 40 centimeter you transfer the that one virtually, so farmer can get lakh of rupees from his acre. That is the value. Today, industry is there who want to pay 5 paise a liter. So this water directly we can give from the project side and realize that and invest in your improvements in the projects. These are some ideas. But people also come with, okay, you are charging, so you are bringing money into the water, all that. But it has economic value. If you want value, if you want respect it, it is wasted. Okay, these are certain things. Let us see that how can we take it forward. So like that, micro irrigation, one important area which changes the way we apply water. In fact, I was introduced telling that I was part of every micro irrigation project because today in India about 68 million hectares of area is suitable for micro irrigation. That is one projection, and we did a lot of study. Initially, the farmers were not willing to go for micro irrigation when this project was started in 2003. Okay, then we did a lot of promotion. Today, I am happy to tell many farmers in AP, Telangana, Gujarat, many states, even Karnataka, Maharashtra, they are not planting any orchard without drip system. Today, India is almost #1 in the world in terms of having largest drip irrigated area. Okay, that is credit goes to the government initiatives and farmers who understood the importance of this, and a lot of policies have been done to take this technology to the smallest farmer. Even the farmer having 1 acre, half acre also, if the water source is there, they can be given drip systems. And new technologies are available, but we have to see that what technology is suitable to our farmers. Okay, there are big guns like this, which can irrigate 16 acres, this real gun, but our farmers will have half acre. So this is a problem. So if you have the big farms, we can use such technology. They are imported equipment, and we try to modify to our requirement. And also we designed a new sprinkler system, a portable, a semi-permanent sprinkler system. Generally, it's a portable systems we give to the farmers, but they have to move the pipes number of times. 14 times they have to move to irrigate 1 hectare. To avoid that, a semi-permanent sprinkler system we designed with the PP sprinklers, and which comes about 40,000 rupees per hectare. The government has given GO, and this is now available across the country. Like different systems are available. And micro irrigation pace. And why I'm telling, because the amount of money we invested has been economically evaluated, and we found that a lot of case studies we collected from the farmer field, and then we said, in fact, for covering 1 million hectares, we spent about 4,170 crores rupees of money we spent in that time. And when we calculated what is the additional benefit that comes from this project annually, 6,000 rupees per acre, if you calculate, it comes 1,564 crores. The annual cost, it is 8,857 crores, but additional benefit we are getting 1,564 crores. Okay, this is the total cost. Okay, this is the total cost on annual cost basis we worked out. Okay, finally, the economics says that for a payback period on the total project cost, if you spend 1 rupee, it is recovered in 2.7 years. Farmers' contribution, because only they pay, the remaining goes as subsidy, so they can get in the first year itself. The system will work for 7 or 8 years. So that's why, and then all the benefits we summarized. I made this presentation at the Government of India level also, water saving, energy saving, and we projected the micro irrigation is not the expenditure, it is an investment. This is a like that infrastructure project, it was explained. Today, I'm glad that the Government of India is funding for all these states and micro irrigation. So considering a lot of subsidies are given, a lot of states have their own projects. That's why even under Canal payments also government has given GO to introduce this one. This one we designed in 2007 itself, how to take canal water to the field. So you'll have the distributory minor, then sump. So you can take through underground pipeline. There you can have the motor and you can energize that water. These models we executed in 2007 itself to see that such projects are now available in many parts of the country. So sugarcane under lift micro irrigation is carried at many places. And even siphon type systems we can use for low head drip systems. These are popular in Austria and Turkey, etc. In our country also, wherever we have the little 2-3 meters head canal, the contour canal or ridge canal, contour canals we can use, ridge canals also, if 2-3 meters there, we can go for such systems. But we need to continuously do research, development in these areas. At Voluntary, I was glad that a lot of initiatives we took and a lot of projects we executed. One is one project we try to understand the climate change, how that can be taken into the farmer level, educating them with the support of MS Swaminathan Research Foundation, Norwegian Institute, IMI, etc., Voluntary, and agriculture universities. And we took some distributaries to study the their water requirement and educating the farmers, all that. To tell the knowledge sharing is important, we established village knowledge centers because the farmers lives in the villages. We know all the things. Okay, we cannot go there. So there should be a center at the village level itself, where with some resource persons, some computers, some internet connectivity, so they can be continuously trained on that. We established with the support of MS Swaminathan Research Foundation. They have a lot of expertise. There, one important thing is water measurement is fundamental. If you cannot measure any resource, it cannot be managed well. Today, for measuring water effectively, efficiently, there are well-established systems. Okay, RBC flumes there. There is a software. Software is also available for design. We trained a number of engineers to design the channels. Even the amount of water going to our farm can be measured with RBC flume like this. If you have the flume, measure the depth, you get the discharge or volume you can convert. Matching irrigation demand and canal supply, that is important. So what is the amount of water required to the field has to be delivered. So like totally controlled channels are now available. They are called as canal control systems. So certain equipments we need based on your demand, the gate can be open to that extent and release that water. In Australia, I have seen in the Murray-Darling Basin where the farmers indent their water. I need water, so many units next day. So that time that water will go to his field because they have the system networking, all data transfer takes place. Today in India also we are investing on this. Some projects in Rajasthan, some projects in Karnataka, in MP. So the total channel control network is being established. So to make the amount of water delivered as per the demand of the farmers. So we have water saving crop production technologies, which we need to implement. And because you are all connected to rice largely, many systems are available where we can save water. Direct seed rice, one is catching up very much in many places. Andhra Pradesh is the leading being a lot of Krishna Delta, lot direct seed rice happens, and Godavari Delta also. So to manage water at farm level, alternate wetting and drying tubes, we can see flumes, water meters, they all can go to the field. So if you have this Bowman tube, I think you rice scientists know pretty well. Okay, paddy doesn't need standing water. Okay, if you have the enough moisture in the root zone, the paddy can grow. We submerge always to prevent weeds. That water is not available to the plant. If you have the good aeration and enough moisture, the plant grows healthy. So to create that situation, you can have the alternate wetting and drying. So when the water disappears from the surface by 5 centimeters, irrigate. So that way 30 to 40% of water can be saved. So that we introduced in the pilot area of our climate adopt project, in our Narun project. So a lot of water we realized and the crop grown well. We trained the farmers on these measures. In order to help the farmer, we also have to take the ICT technologies to them. Okay, we put up a ultrasonic sensor there. That sensor will read the depth of water in the field, and a message goes to the farmer on his mobile, and based on that information, farmer can plan irrigation. So this is one field. So from where the data has transferred to the farmer, and it says there is 2 centimeter depth of water in the field. There is no need for irrigation. So when it becomes 0, next again, we can frequently the farmer get the messages. So then he can irrigate. So when it goes to 0, no problem. When it goes to -2, -3, then he can go and irrigate. So such things also are very much required. So we have to take the sensors and the data loggers, all that. So this is again powered with solar panel. So no energy, no electric line is required there. So such 20 installations we made to promulgate this one. And these are certain things at farm level. Okay, under FAO project we have done. So you see that when the water is coming from the canal, it is distributed left and right, but no control. If you have the junction box like this with the gates, we can deliver water based on that requirement. So such things are many places missing in the field. So these are the where we have to invest. So certain infrastructure we have to create. So okay, when then the systems will improve. And the lining of the canals also, lining wherever you have the more seepage losses, there do the lining, not entire canal. And when we introduced these methods, this studies, okay, normal method of irrigation, okay, paddy cultivation, alternate wetting and drying. A normal method, when you do, what is happening to your water requirement? Okay, what you see the amount of water required here. The yield you can see 2923 kgs we got per acre. In the alternate wetting method, there is slight increase in this one. But if you see the productivity, 2198 liters per kg required in this alternate wetting and drying method. where in the normal method, it took 4,000 liters of water per kg of rice. So that way we can relate our approaches, and we compared a number of methods also, semi-dry, rotational irrigation farmers practices, and we have seen the virtual water in the different places, how much is the liters per kg of the paddy. So micro irrigation I said already. Okay, this is again some comparison. Okay, this is repeated. Yeah. Now it comes to the training and the capacity building. This is very important. We have to train the farmers. What we know, we have to take to the farmer field and explain them. So we conduct a number of programs. But again, farmers, many times they say, whatever we do, we are not getting the price. They are not interested. So that is again linked with their profitability. We have to not only produce, ensure our system should help them, farmers to get a better price and a profit. So as part of this, I thought, let us train the youngsters. Okay, we have adopted a number of schools in the project area. We went to the schools, our teams went there, they educated them, conducting some water schools and water measurement, how it happens in the field, using the sensor and this, all that. Then sensors and assembly, all that. They got a lot of interest, the students. And then they started speaking about water saving to their parents. And we have once conducted a big mela in which we call all these children as the young scientists. And I firmly, we all believe that they are our future. And in fact, I have privilege, okay, we demonstrated these things in Delhi also to the central minister. So because we have to educate these people on natural resource management. Today, many people, they are not connected with agriculture and this water and land. So if you have some syllabus there, they are our future, they manage our resources better. Instead of training the old people always, let us involve the children. That's why we adapted a number of schools. We used to conduct water schools and water weeks every time, lot of competitions. And the ICID is one forum. I am part of that as a vice president, honorary today. And we conduct a number of trainings globally, okay, young professionals. Similarly, it is like engaging the young professionals in this sector for our future. We offer fellowships. People, ICID website, if you see, you can find out some information on the young professional fellowships. What is ICID? This is international. I just take another 5 minutes to tell you about 5-10 minutes about the ICID. So this is International Commission on Irrigation and Drainage. It headquartered in New Delhi. India is a very proud partner in this. It happened in 1950. At that time, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and other people across the globe, they discussed they need a platform, one international forum to provide support on irrigation and drainage, flood management and rural development to the countries. Then that emerged as the ICID. India is the head, this one, and it has a theme is that, okay, the main mission is a water secure world free of poverty and hunger through sustainable rural development. This is the vision and mission of ICID. It has specific goals. The goals of ICD are enabling higher crop productivity, less water and energy, be catalyst for change in policies and practices, facilitate exchange of information, knowledge and technology, enable cross-disciplinary and intersectoral engagement, encourage research and support development tools to extend innovation into the field practices, facilitate capacity development. So with these goals and mission is working ICID. And today these all green part shows that they are the member countries. Today 78 countries are the members of the ICID, which accounts for 95% of world irrigated drainage area. And ICID is working with the partners like UN Water, FAO, all international organizations which have connection with water, even the World Bank, AWB, ICAR-Central, all these international organizations are partners at some level with ICID. And we have thematic groups, okay, a strategy theme basin, like knowledge, on-farm schemes. Okay, different work bodies will be there under each theme. They are continuously working, and members from different countries are part of these groups, and they will be working on the important concepts and developments that is shared across the globe, and the developments are taken through publications or report to the countries for adaptation. So I'm very happy to be part of this one since 2008. And ICID also gives awards to the different people or society working for this one. One World Irrigation and Drainage Prize is there once in 3 years. It is given. What Save Awards on an annual basis they are given. World Heritage Irrigation Structures to respect these irrigation infrastructure across the globe. Best Paper Awards, Best Performing Committees, Best Performing Work Bodies. Like these are certain awards given for this one. The World Heritage Irrigation Structures, because it was introduced in the beginning when Mandal was presenting briefing about me. So these are the initiative of ICID to respect any irrigation project, any structure in any part of the world which is more than 100 years old, still working. Okay, it has some identity, some uniqueness that will be designated as a World Heritage Irrigation Structure. So this practice started in 2012. Since up to 2018, there was no nomination from India. Okay, then I took some lead to work on that. Today we got 10 projects recognized across the country, and we conduct once in 3 years World Irrigation ICID Congress, International Commission on Irrigation. Once in 3 years it happens, and also once in 3 years World Irrigation Forums meetings happens. Happened in 2013 in Turkey, Thailand it happened in 2016, Indonesia, Bali in 2019, and Beijing it happened is going to happen in next year April. Because of the COVID it got postponed. So Micro Irrigation Congress, so far 9 congresses are conducted across the globe. The last one was in Aurangabad 3 years back, and the next is going to be in Morocco. Next year is going to happen. And these congresses, which happens once in 3 years, now it is coming to India after 57 years. It last happened in 1966. So next year, 6 to 13th November, we are conducting this one in Vizag. Vizag, we are conducting this Congress. This is organized by the government of Andhra Pradesh and the Indian National Committee on Irrigation and Drainage. We are conducting. And you can see that where these congresses are happening. They happen only in big cities. Last happened in India, New Delhi, 1966. But I am part of these congresses since 2008. Lahore, Pakistan happened in 2018. Then Iran, Tehran 2011. Guangzhou, South Korea 2014. Mexico City 2017. Sydney it was supposed to be held in Sydney in 2020. Because of COVID, it got postponed to this October. So I am there since 2008. I attended all that, and going to Sydney also now, for Adelaide also. Now the next one is coming to Andhra Pradesh. I am very happy to tell that our government of Andhra Pradesh gave all the support, financial support of 5 crores and all administrative support, bringing to Vizag. I think Katik is very close to Vizag. I hope that all the head scientists, they can take the advantage to come to Vizag next year, November. The main is the theme of this, tackling water scarcity in agriculture. So this is the theme, and what alternative water resources could be tapped for irrigation agriculture, which on-farm technique can increase water productivity. So we are going to launch this Congress, everything next month, 24th at Delhi, as the foundation day of ICID there on June 24th. We will release everything, and that will be available soon. Government of AP has given a special GO, okay, nominating me as responsible for conducting the Congress. This it is not my personal friends, it goes to all of you, because I just wanted to take lead. I'm made responsible now. You are all there, so I can conduct, sure, no problem. You'll be all there as where all collectively we do, and 50 million also support from government of AP. And as we said, no, we received 10 awards like this, World Heritage Irrigation Structures Awards. And these are 3 last time we received, and I presented to our Honorable Chief Minister, Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu, who is kind enough to provide all the support for the coming up Congress. And finally, way forward, okay, because I think I ran a little fast. I am available for any discussion. What the way forward, I say water is economic good. So let us understand, okay, and we know, but how you educate people about water has economic good. Why I'm telling today, many irrigation projects, the revenue for the project maintenance is not there. 200 rupees per acre is the water charge farmers won't pay, because the farmers, it's not that they are not paying, but they are not properly involved in that. So if it comes, the systems can be managed well. Then water measurement is a must. Everywhere we have to measure water. Like if we drink a glass, like how much water is going to the field, different sectors in your industry, agriculture, everywhere we have to measure it. So then demand-based delivery is required. Suppose if in the irrigation, if you want to do, there is groundwater, there is rainfall, the balance only shall come from the canal. Sometimes what is happening, there is a rain, still the canal carries water. So there is a flooding. Okay, that also is the issue we have to see. And then virtual water approach, I just gave a little brief of this. And this is a big area. People can do the research on this. Okay. And incentivizing water efficiency. I shared some of my thoughts, and a lot can happen here. Okay. We can have some pilots, some projects can be designed for understanding this one. How can we incentivize? And irrigation asset management. I said, so many projects are built but not properly managed. So governments have to focus on asset management plans. And promoting participatory irrigation management important. We have to involve everyone. Okay, we have to involve water reserve association members, officials, even administrators. Then respect agriculture. We all respect. We cannot be respect. But unfortunately, today there are some people in the society, they are not connected with agriculture. They think that things are available in the mall. If you ask some children in the school cities where rice comes, they say it is from the mall. They don't know that it is produced in the field. So that is what we have to respect the farmers also. So with this, I thank you. I am done with my presentation. Okay. Now I am available for any discussion, please. Okay, organizers. Hello. Rajshekar. Rajshekar. Mondalji. Hello.
Thank you very much, sir. Actually, I was disconnected, so just now again I have rejoined.
Yeah, please.
Thank you for your informative and detailed presentation about the various water issues, right from the water availability and its distribution across the world, particularly in India, and also the various management technologies which are being used for the water management for particularly rice and as well as for other crops also. So, sir, the virtual water concept which you have described very nicely, and also the training needs for the farmers.
Yes.
Because if they will not be trained to reduce the water input and enhance water productivity, so our all research will be futile. So, thank you very much, sir, for enlightening us. Now, with your permission, I would like to have a few queries from you. Dr. Arup Mukherjee from NRI Cuttack, he has asked that can we adopt the Israel model of water management, where in spite of having low rainfall in Israel, they have increased their water use efficiency and reduced the wastage of water and levied high charges on irrigation water. So can we implement this in India? What do you think, sir?
Yeah, definitely there are possibilities. Okay, I have been to Israel. I've seen their kibbutz and their water management, all that. It's very good because you see that they have such a less rainfall. They are able to produce very good crop and export to Israel and make profit. Okay, export to Europe and make profit. Now you see that in Israel, earlier it was the fresh water largely. Now only 20% of their irrigated water is the fresh water. Remaining 70 to 80% is the recycled water, treated sewage water, treated water. And that water, when it's going in the pipeline, the farmers are given some right on that, how much water you can take. If you take that treated water, that there will be a separate pipeline for fresh water, separate pipeline for the treated water. So that I think some purple color pipelines are used for carrying the treated water. So farmers can take that water, they are charged less. Again, you have to see that how much that water you take, because already it is not that pure water, but it is highly treated one. If you want to clean water, you have to pay more. Now the farmers, they decide what crop they can take with that water, what is the price they can sell. And collectively they produce, they also invest on the pack houses. Okay, that group of farmers, some association, and they take that produce there, then they pack and export to Europe. And Europe, based on the sale price in that market, they deduct the transportation, they deduct the operation cost, profit to the pack house. The balance goes to the farmer. The farmer knows how much he is going to get based on the sale price. That's why they've done so meticulously, they do. But we need to go to that level. Today, our farmers are producing. Okay, they are producing sometimes better than Israeli farmers, but there is no market. Today, I'm telling today example, morning when I was going, see, for 100 rupees, 6 kg of onion. Okay, I have seen. Okay, in truck people or trolley they were taking 6 kgs of onion, very good quality. The same onion after some time is available for 50 rupees a kg. Now 6 kg for 100 rupees. Today the seller is doing in Guntur. What the price the farmer is getting? The farmer might be getting not more than 5 rupees a kg there. So then what is the point? Today the same onion is sold in the market for 50 rupees kg after a month or so. So here we have to invest a lot. Okay, that is required. The farmer should be never loser. Today he is producing, he is loser. So our technologies all should converge to that level. Okay, we ask the farmers adopt these technologies. Then what will happen to the produce? So I'm not telling that you are not aware. We are all aware, but it should happen really. Yes, today micro irrigation has come to India. Our people are adapting the micro irrigation. Today, a lot of fruits and vegetables are available. And from my village, the banana goes to it almost to Delhi. So there are some innovative farmers. The technologies they're adapting. Still, a lot can happen. That in India today, we don't have even capacity. Even 40% of our only 40% of our sewage water is treated in the cities. Okay, a country as a whole, if you say, it is just 50%. 50% for the sewage water, we don't have treatment plants even today. So there is a lot of potential for using that water in the urban irrigation. And we can save a lot of fresh water. So a lot can happen. I am sure that we cannot adapt technologies. Sure, we can adapt.
Thank you, sir. Again, his second question is: can we change our cropping pattern, cropping system? Like suppose some crops which are require high water requiring crops can only be allowed in the areas where high rainfall is there. So can we do that, sir? Is there any opportunity to do that?
Yeah, this is a very important point you raised. Okay, now you see that the technical knowledge I have, so people will refer some projects for my scrutiny evaluation. Once there was a project proposal from Karnataka government came to me that they are lifting water, lift water project, they want to go for paddy with the drip system. Then I said, what is the point you want to invest on drip for paddy, where we have such a huge deltas, where a lot of paddy is grown and farmers are not getting price for their paddy. We want to go for the drip for paddy. So we cannot do commercial crops. So that is very important. So you can see, okay, delta is area there, paddy is grown. We want to do under lift projects, paddy. Okay, some uplands paddy is not required. Wherever submergence, floods, okay, delta area, that paddy, we have enough paddy today. Farmers are not able to sell that paddy. So we have to put a lot of things into that. Okay, definitely. The technologies are available, but holistically we have to see, and your marketing department, production, marketing department have to work together. One more example I want to just share because the point has come. So I visited one farm near Hyderabad, Chevella, very close, maybe 25 kilometers from Hyderabad. The farmer who grown carrot. First time in my life I have seen carrot in the farm. I was in the micro irrigation project. People took me there. Please see the carrot. So carrot was very tasty. I ate some carrot. The farmer has harvested a few little portion still there. When the farmer said, sir, now I am not able to harvest it. If you want, you take the carrot, all carrot. I said, why? If I take to the market, I am not getting the price for my harvest and transportation. Carrot, you won't spoil for 30 days, even if you can keep it there. So that is the farmer reaction. Then I asked my commissioner production at that time, ma'am, so the farmer is telling this one because we promoted a carrot with the drip system. Then ma'am tells Reddy, the marketing is not my department. That is the marketing commissioner has to take care. So that's how the governments work. And we have to fix the responsibility. Mr. Commissioner, if 1 kg of carrot is not sold in the market, your job is lost. Let us fix responsibility on the government officials. Then it will work, because we won't take responsibility, and we want that systems will go. That's why I'm pained to tell this one, because I have seen many farms and how the farmers suffer. They are producing world-class produce, but it is not being sold. Okay, he is not getting profit. What is the use of all our presence and technology? So that's what is very important today in this country. Okay, all people have to see that. Okay, double the farmer income just by slogan, it doesn't happen. It has to happen by different means. So with all my experience, I'm telling, definitely crop change happens. Why the farmer will not changing? Because for him it is convenient to go that crop. So if you show him profit and market, he will change. So that's what we have to do. Yeah, please.
Okay, sir. I think there are no more questions in the chat box. So can I ask one query which is coming in my mind?
Please, I'm there.
Sir, actually, that you have talked about the virtual water.
Yeah.
So we are actually exporting a lot of virtual water in foreign countries, particularly for basmati rice. If we see from basmati and Haryana and those IGP region.
Yes.
So, but we are earning a lot of revenues also from exporting those rices.
Yeah.
So, what is your view? Should we stop those because we are exporting a lot of virtual water, or what should we do?
No. That is the economy point of view. We have to do exports, okay, and we have to import certain goods and export. Your strength, where your strength, okay. Basmati is our unique product, okay, which has international market. There, what we have to go for scientific way of doing the irrigation, okay. Don't waste much water, because Punjab and Haryana, by doing so, they have depleted all the groundwater. A lot of salinity has developed. So we have to see how much water you can use. What is the annual recharge? That much only you can pump. Today you are pumping 100 units, where the recharge is only 50 units. So that is affecting this one. We cannot stop it, but we have to manage water. And if possible, you transport water from the other parts to that area where they are growing it. If possible, if there is surplus water, like in Godavari, we are transferring water to Krishna through Poloram project. There is a Patisima lift, because Krishna Delta is having scarcity. So like that, if there is a possibility of transferring water, and in that climate, if this rice is grown, which is getting revenue to the country, is very important. Farmers' income also increases. But water management has to be clubbed with that. Virtual, we cannot avoid. But whenever you are exporting, export that product with less water. Instead of taking 3,000 liters, you produce the same kg with 1,500 liters, export. You can export 2 kgs with 3,000 liters. That's what we have to work.
Thank you very much, sir. I think now this is the last chance for our audience to have any clarification from the guest. I think there are no more queries, sir. So just thank you very much, sir, for your talk. And now this is time for listening to our director. So, Madam, I would like to invite you for your presidential address.
Yeah, no presidential address. Thank you, Dr. Rahul. Whatever Dr. Reddy has told, no, that is more than enough. So anyway, Dr. Reddy, thank you very much for a very brilliant and eloquent talk on this water management, which is very important for the day. Not only for the day, from time immemorial till the end of the whole world, I can say. So it is very much required, and talking anything about water will be less, I think. So it is so required for our existence, our sustenance, everything. So thank you very much. Again, I also, of course, this is the last part, so I need not have to welcome anybody, but I thank Dr. Reddy profusely for accepting our invitation and joining today with giving a lot of information about the water. And our participants, those who have joined in this, the head of the divisions, all head of the divisions, and Dr. Rath specifically to organizing this lecture series for the celebration of 75 years of our independence. That is the assignment by the government to all the organization to organize special lectures, and we are so fortunate to have you as the eighth speaker and as a guest speaker, and we are really thank you very much for accepting our invitation and joining in the link. I also thank all the participants, all head of the divisions, all our scientist colleagues, many scientist colleagues from your organization, from all over India, all other dignitaries from ICAR side and other organizations, agriculture universities, research scholars, MSc students also, and some technical people. I could see many people have joined. I really thank all of you for attending this important talk. As you all know, rice is very important crop, and this is our staple food. As well as important as it is also having high requirement for water. Not only high requirement, also it consume more than 50% of the irrigation water available to agriculture sector. So the amount of water which is applied to produce 1 kg of rice ranges from 800 to 5,000 liter with an average value of about 2,500 liter. A major impact of climate change will be visible in the form of water stress, and rice cultivation, being the major user of fresh water available, is likely to be affected most. In next 2 decades, there is a need to produce around 25% more from 10 to 15% reduced share of water. The leading rice producing states, which are like West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, and Chhattisgarh, about 40% of the rice area in India is rainfed, and more than 70% of which it is in eastern India. Out of the total rainfed area, 23% again are rainfed upland and 77% are rainfed lowland. The entire rainfed upland and 52% rainfed lowland are drought prone. So sustainable rice production is key to achieve sustainable development goals that Dr. Reddy has already shown in his first or second slide. Everybody has seen how much it is required for achieve the whole all 17 goals in water is very much important. As we know that rice crop is regarded as most sometimes we used to casually say that it is a very inefficient user of water, because in crop growth we are losing lot of water. We are using maximum water, but 60 to 83% of water they are lost as a deep percolation. So by 2050, our 10 river basins with 75% of the total population will have developed all the potentiality usable water resources, with the consequence that water reallocation between sectors will be necessary and common occurrence in the basins. Hence, assessing and reducing the water footprint of rice by employing irrigation water management, agronomic measures, and other advanced tools and techniques have been prioritized research areas. Different technologies used for water management in agriculture. Already Dr. Reddy has told, so no need to tell anything. But anyway, just to highlight those things again, system of rice intensification, SRI, what we are telling, dry direct seeded rice, DSR, AWD, alternate wetting and drying, that is also saving up to 15 to 30% of water with no yield loss. Irrigation seedling based on tensiometer. Our scientists also, they have developed some tensiometer based irrigation also. That technology nowadays it is spreading very rapidly. Various sensors like chameleon sensors, they are now being used for non-rice crop for efficient water management. Again, micro irrigation technique, that is very important, such as the drip and sprinkler irrigation, that can be used efficient water management without any loss of water. So with very minimum amount of water, we can grow the crops whatever is needed by that crop, not to just simply flood and unnecessarily we have to waste maximum amount of water. So we have to very precautiously do the research and Also, conserve the water resources for our future use. The use of modern technologies, including smart sensors, embedded devices, big data analytics, and cloud computing, they can help deliver efficient and safe management for provisioning irrigation for agriculture. The management actions combined with real-time data gathering, monitoring, and altering with proactive actions prevent issues from occurring. A low-budget irrigation model can provide automated control and requirement as per season, climate by using smart device sensors and cloud communications. Our objective are to focus on providing farmers with new age technologies for providing efficient and effective farming methods coupled with smart IoT based, you can say Internet of Things based water management practices. We have had a very eloquent speech from Dr. Reddy, and I think we had a good introduction also. Dr. Rahul, Dr. Arup, and other scientists, they had some queries, and Dr. Reddy, from his vast experience, not only in India, outside also, he could describe you people, and I think our participants, those who have joined, will be definitely be benefited by your talk. Thank you very much, Dr. Reddy. Thanks to the organizer, those who are organizing, and thanks to all my colleagues and staffs. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Rahul.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
madam, for nicely summarizing the talk given by our guest, and also giving some thoughtful points to think over it. So thank you very much, madam. And now we have come to the last part of this program. And I invite Dr. K.R. Rao for proposing formal vote of thanks. Dr. Rao, please. Sir, please unmute, sir. Please unmute yourself, sir.
So, thank you very much, sir. Yella Reddy garu. On behalf of ICAR-Central, I wish to congratulate you, and also as well as thank you for delivering a beautiful lecture on smart agricultural water management, best practices, policy framework, and way forward. So in fact, just I'll add one or two sentences, not regarding the lecture. Every last year, we all HODs from NRRI, and including our present director and past director, Dr. Maiti sir, we met Dr. Yella Reddy at Naira during last year, January or February, for finalization of that 99 years lease deed, etc. And he has shown supported a lot of our suggestions to make that 99 years lease as possible. So we are in this connection. So, and ICR and NRI is almost connected to Acharya Anjiranga Agriculture University. So our relation not just will end with water, it will go very long way, next another 100 years maybe. And so Professor Yella Reddy has given a beautiful lecture, and I thank also our head of the divisions and the in charges of the regional stations and several other ICR scientists who have attending this, listening to this great lecture, and especially the chairman of this committee, Dr. P.C. Rath, the convener, Sudhamay Mandal, and moderator, Dr. Rahul Tripathi. So, this is all, sir. Thank you once again. Namaskar, sir.
Thank you very much. I wish you all the best. Thank you. We'll meet.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Now I think we should end the meeting. So thank you very much, sir, once again from all our side. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Professor Reddy. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Mandal.
Thank you, Dr. Rao.